Hello my dear Libras, Alexa Alchemy here for your weekly card pull. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for the week of February 20th, 2023. This particular reading is channeled for anyone with Libra energy, so if you have a Libra sun, moon rising, and or north node, this one is for you. I am going to be doing an oracle pull today. I have a couple of different decks that I will be pulling from. As I am shuffling the cards, I do want to just quickly point out that we, at the time of posting this, the 19th or the 20th, depending on what time zone you're in, we do have a new moon in Pisces. The sun is also in Pisces. We just shifted from sun in Aquarius to sun in Pisces. So there's a lot of water energy, a lot of emotional energy going on right now. If you are feeling sensitive or other people are feeling a little bit more sensitive than usual, that's okay, my dears. My Libras, that is just part of the process. That is just part of what we are all navigating as a collective. So the question I always like to ask the cards when I do a reading for the week is, the first question is, what perspectives or guidance might be helpful for you in this upcoming week, Libras? So I feel like I want to pull one more card. There's definitely one more. There she is. That wants to come out. Okay, good. So lovely. We'll start with that one. So I pulled for you, the most recent one that I pulled was the card of Pneumite, and this card encourages or acknowledges a level of self-mastery. Now, some of you may be experiencing a level of mastery in something. This could be literal, like mastery within a craft, within your work. This could also be something that's a little bit less objective. This could be something a little bit more in the way of your emotions, or mastering emotions, mastering on getting like a certain response for you, like a trauma response or an initial response. Or for some of you, there's something that you've been really working through for a long time and you're starting to get to a point of like, okay, maybe I'm mastering it. On the flip side, this card can also come up when there are things that you want to master. And this is an encouragement for you that that process is underway and you are doing it. And I mean, mastery is a constant, it's like you are constantly evolving. Everything, the things that you're working on, your projects are constantly evolving as well. So no one will hit the point of perfectionism. So if you have perfectionistic tendencies, there's definitely a caution with this card to be cognizant of that. However, you're well on your way, and the things that you want to, again, develop mastery for requires dedication, requires time, requires patience, requires you to continually do the things that are calling to you. So this is a really good time for you to celebrate some of those wins, because we are coming up on the end of this astrological year, moving into Aries in about a month. So Pisces is the final one. This is the final month for the astrological year. We are kind of closing a cycle. We're closing a chapter. We're closing a book. Maybe it will benefit you to look back on the last year, what was happening a year ago or a tiny bit like 11 months ago, and where are you right now, and maybe acknowledging that there are some things that you have likely mastered or gotten way better at in that process. And if you haven't, but you feel like, okay, I want to develop things moving forward, we did just have a new moon, so it is a decent time for intention setting. New moon in Pisces, a lot of astrologers, I don't want to say discourage from intention setting, but they say it can be a tough one for intention setting because it's so emotional. So if this resonates, maybe you want to set intentions specifically around your emotions or your intuition, strengthening them, having a better connection to them, mastering them, having a little bit more control over your reaction to your emotions, etc. So just something to keep in mind. All right, my dear Libras. What else do I have for you guys? I also pulled for you, I think we're gonna do these ones first. So I also pulled for you guys the card of Orlight in reverse. Now, anytime a card is pulled in reverse, which is upside down, looks like this. In the upright, she looks as such. Anytime a card is pulled in reverse, it's usually acknowledging with this deck something that maybe you have a little shadow work with, or you might be projecting things out onto other people and you need to turn within and look at yourself. Alternatively, you may need to turn within and take care of yourself, because it's possible that you have a little bit of an imbalance in any given topic. So with this specific card, with Orlight, this card is themed with mindfulness, meditation of the present, and allowing the truth to be seen. In the reverse, I feel like some of you are hiding certain truths from yourself. There's a truth maybe that you are carrying, my Libras, that you are trying to dodge or run away from, and I feel like there is something here that's calling you to express your truth to yourself. Also, I feel like maybe for some of you, intuitively, it's Pisces season, you're going to get more deeply in touch with your intuition. Some of you may know deep down certain things. You may know maybe people are lying to you or deceiving you, or certain relationships are going to change or end or shift, and you're resisting that, but you have a deep knowing within you of what might be coming. And my dear Libras, there's an encouragement for you to be willing to see those truths. It doesn't mean you have to necessarily take action on them, but being willing to at least see them, acknowledge them, feel them. It's Pisces season. Let yourself feel the things that you feel. Let those feelings come up. They are going to be teachers for you. They are going to teach you, things. So pay attention to that aspect. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna level level up. Interesting. The word level up is coming really, really strongly when I pull these two cards. So I think these cards are more along the lines of like, how can you level up with this energy, with this knowledge, etc. First one that is screaming at me is the card of Euclase. And Euclase is all about wisdom from within and earned experiences. So trusting your earned experiences, trusting your earned wisdom, the things that you have lived and done and learned, and you have created a level of wisdom for yourself from those. You're being encouraged to trust those and to know that like you are creating wisdom from within as a result of taking action on things. With New Mind, this is telling me that some of you maybe have taken certain leaps of faith in the last year, in which case, congratulations. And those leaps of faith, you have learned things from your own, again, lived experience. This card is not about learning from other people or learning from teachers. It's about learning from yourself. So I do feel that there's a really strong level up, again, that's going to happen from paying attention to those lessons that you've learned for yourself, or you have already leveled up as a result of those. But there's something really amazing on your path in that regard. Also, if you are feeling like you were struggling with this, or like how can I work with this, again, mastery, how can I master my emotions, how can I master these things, especially when maybe these truths are coming up and they're challenging. Blue Chalcedony comes with the message that it might be important for you to slow down, take it easy. This new moon, this time period is really important for you to have some R&R, take a step back, to rest and relax. Again, end of the astrological year, your soul's kind of fucking tired. Like, you've been through a lot in the course of the last year. Once we step into Aries season, you're gonna have some of that more powerful, okay, let's go, plant new seeds, kind of an energy. And some of you may be tapping into or tuning into that already. And if that's the case, that's awesome. You know that's coming. Right now, you are being invited not to push that away, but to allow yourself to rest when you need it, because that need for rest and relaxation, like this time when the energy is in service of that, we should bank on it. Like, this is a really good time to work with the seasons. It's like eating with the seasons. Like, why not work with what the land is giving you, or work with what nature is giving you, or the cycles, the seasons, etc. So, my dear, slow it down, especially if you're feeling confused. I do feel like slowing down will also help with the Orlight card. I feel like these two might kind of go hand in hand. I do feel that for some of you, if you're struggling to allow the truth to be seen, whether other people seeing yours or seeing yourself, or allowing yourself to be mindful and meditate, like, you need to just slow down, try to meditate, try to just take things easy. It's not gonna last forever. This season is not gonna last forever. This is temporary. On that note of temporary, I have two other cards. I don't know what the question is with these, so I'm just gonna move into the message. Okay, well, simplification, first and foremost, with Lepidolite. Simplification, manageability, one task at a time. I feel like these three are all kind of going together and saying, like, slow it the fuck down. If you have, okay, also with these cards, ironically, if you have your hand in a bunch of different projects all at once, you are going to slowly develop within each, but you will likely not reach the point of mastery that maybe some of you are looking for. So if you are feeling overwhelmed and you're feeling like, I have so many things I need to do, so many tasks, so many projects it doesn't mean you can't do all of them. It does mean that you may want to relax and just hone in on one or even a couple. One task at a time is the main message, though, so if you can, just focus on one for a little bit and see what you learn as a result of that. And I feel like that will also reveal some truths to you, my dear Libras, that maybe you've been looking to better understand. And finally, in the reverse, I pulled for you guys the card of Carnelian. This card is about self-assurance, self-confidence. Poise is kind of a little bit of Leo energy with this particular card. In the reverse, I feel like some of you may be struggling with self-confidence. You may be feeling inadequate. I'm getting inadequate for some of you, or feeling like I can't do it. Which is why you need to take this time to rest and recover and recharge, because the more you push yourself obsessively, you're gonna tire yourself out and probably going to burn out at some point. So Libras, I know this was very short. I really feel like I'm called to close out with this. I don't really feel like anything else needs to be explored. If you haven't already checked out the readings for your other signs, I definitely would encourage you to do that because I feel like that will provide expansion. But for this week, my dears, I think your primary encouragement is to just let yourself slow down a little bit. You are developing mastery. That takes time. If you are feeling hard on yourself about like how long it's taking, this is just part of the process. It all takes time. Everything takes time. I feel like honestly, I feel like if I pull another card, it would be a time-related card of just like, let yourself take this time. Yeah, it's gonna change. The season's gonna change. So enjoy this one. Relax. All right, Libras, I love you. Oh, final thing with your reading. Something to keep in mind with Libra, as Libra energy is all about balance. Because some of you have been in the midst of a really high output or just pushing yourself, or you know that moving into the spring and Aries energy, you're going to start pushing. Balance, as you know, it is the way of life, it is the nature of life. So if you don't create that balance for yourself, you will be forced into it either by injury or illness or some other likely inconvenient thing. So that's not to scare you, that's just to encourage you to take some time to rest because you need it. We all do. All right, my dears, I love you so much. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please feel free to do so. I post these readings every single week free of charge. If you ever want to leave a donation, you can. Most importantly though, I do hope that it provides guidance for you, and if it was resonant or was helpful, drop me a little comment or at least leave me a thumbs up so that I know. And finally, you can find me on social media, alexab.alchemy on Instagram, social media, Instagram, TikTok, here on YouTube, etc. Feel free to shoot me a message if you want a one-on-one session or a direct reading. I am more than happy to provide that if you want a little extra love and guidance. All right, thank you so much for being here, my dears. I love you, and I'll see you guys next week.